I am also a human being.
Hey yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I could be, should be, and will be your favorite part-time YouTuber. Now, as you can clearly see, I'm sure you've heard, it's the Holy Month of Ramadan. It's the holy month of fasting for Muslims, where we fully lock in for a whole 30 days. We fast and we try to become better people, better Muslims, and hopefully after the 30 days, we continue being the good people that we were during the month of fasting, continue praying, continue not being so angry, not being so irritated, giving charity, all of the good stuff, right? And so I just thought it would be good for me to sit down and share my experiences as a Muslim, and not just a Muslim, but as a black Muslim in South Africa. So now, for those that don't know, I was born and grew up a Muslim. I literally grew up in a mosque, like literally grew up in a mosque. My father was what you call a muazzin. Those people, if you've lived or stayed next to a mosque, during prayer times, you hear almost that singing like Allahu Akbar around mosques. He was those guys. And also a caretaker of the mosque. So we had a house, like a crib at the mosque. So I used to work there, open the mosque. Like, we grew up there our entire lives, right? Our entire childhood lives. And so at some point I thought, we're never moving from there. Like, we are never moving from the mosque. We're gonna be there forever and ever, right? And then I'm so glad that we actually did move, because I would not have become the person I am today if we have still been there. Now, the circumstances of our moving there is still like, but I'm glad. Then I grew up around 60% Indians, and the only black people I was around was like my childhood friends, Rashid, Sean, you know them. And then I used to play soccer, and so that's where a lot of black people were too. And so that's the black people I was around. And there was like friends I had who stayed close. We used to do like ride bicycles together. That's the only black friends I had. In school, filled with Indians. No, primary was like a mixture. Blacks, Indians, but you know, bunch of Indians. After school, Islamic studies, also a lot of Indians. So I just grew up around a lot of Indians. My voice, my vocabulary, my accent, until maybe grade 9, I had like an Indian accent, right? And there are some words that if you grew up around Indians, you use those words. Fast forward, you aren't living in the mosque anymore. You move to Langlaagte, which doesn't have that many Indians, it's more black people, right? Then your mother puts you into a school in town. Now, it was irritating at first because I had to constantly be explaining, how am I black and I'm a Muslim? How am I a Muslim but not Indian? Do I eat pap? How are you Shona? And you must, like, all of these questions. But then you understand that, yo, just like they are young, you are young, they also don't understand all of these things. Then I also realized that, yo, answering all of these questions is also allowing me to get to know myself, right? That, oh, now I'm answering questions about my religion that I don't even know. I had to go home and read and research and then come back and answer. You know, so that was good, because now you low-key, you don't realize it, but you are again finding yourself. But then you get to matric and you completely lose the plot. I completely lost the whole plot. I started drinking, I started smoking, grooving, hands, right? And so, I was lost. I started missing my Friday prayers. Like, your Friday prayers are your most important prayers in the entire week. You cannot miss them. You shouldn't miss them. You must not miss them. I was missing those left, right, and center. Like, left, right, and center. With faith, if you still feel guilty or bad about it, they say at least there's still that faith in you that no, you can still feel wrong. That means you're still on the right path. If you're doing bad and you cannot even feel that sense of guilt in you, then it's hectic. So there was a time where I felt like my faith was gone, or I was completely losing my faith, or I lost my faith. And then you get to college, and then it's not worse, but it's like the same. But it gets better because you realize that, yo, I'm grown, we're all grown. When we go home, you have your own life, I have my own life. I can't allow peer pressure to get me. Yeah, I was the brokest I've ever been in college. Like, whew, I was broke in college. I was broke. But you realize that, yo, a lot of things ain't that important. A lot of things isn't that important when you actually think about it. If you don't want to drink, don't drink. If you don't want to smoke, don't smoke. No one's gonna force you to do it. Actually, if you allow peer pressure to get you, it's like you're a grown person allowing peer pressure to get you. That's, you know. And then you're not really at campus most of the time, so you're at home, so you can now make your prayers. I was able to make my salah, I was able to pray more, and so you start regaining that faith. You regain that faith, you know, as time goes on. I also stopped being so scared around people that used to be in my past. For example, Maulanas, which are like Islamic scholars and teachers. I used to hide my hair around them because I started growing my hair, so they were gonna think, oh, Haneef has dreads and now he's losing the plot. Or uncles, and like I just started being so, oh nah, people are gonna judge me, and so let me not dress a certain way, let me not keep my hair out, let me not, you know. I love who I'm becoming. This is who I want to be. This is how I want to speak. This is how I want to dress. This is the type of hair I want to keep. So I do not care about what other people say. I do not care about what none of them have to say, because when I go home, they don't sleep in my bed. They don't contribute to anything going on in my life. And so I'll just be completely who I am, exactly how I want to be. And that's that. Now, you wouldn't look at me and automatically think, oh, that's a Muslim man, right? But I try my best to live my life as a Muslim, and like make sure people know as soon as they start getting to know me that, yo, I'm a Muslim, and there's certain things I can do, and just show them the Muslim man in me. And it's still difficult trying to navigate my way through life, and especially relationships, because I've never dated or been with a Muslim girl, right? Maybe in like primary, I had a Muslim girlfriend in primary school, but as I grew, I've not met or like have dated a Muslim girl, so I do not even know how that is. Like, do you go to the father, do you meet the parents? I don't even know how that goes, right? And so I know that I need my partner to be like God focused. You need to fully believe in a God. You need to fully believe that there's a higher power out there. You need to be a believer, right? That we aren't just out here living this. And so being at this stage in my life where I'm now thinking of, at the back of my mind, I'm thinking of marriage in the near future. I'm thinking of kids in the near future. I'm thinking of how would my family, when I choose to start one, be, right? I don't want to be in a situation where there's gray areas, right? When it comes to your beliefs with your partner, when it comes to how you're going to raise your kids, when it comes to like important things like that. And so I'm still, you know, seeing how it goes, just trying to navigate my way through life and religion, and, you know, seeing how both has to work together. But at the end of it all, I'm not a perfect Muslim, I'm not a perfect person. I'm just trying to be the best Haneef that I can, and hopefully I become the best Muslim that I can. And Ramadan allows us to do that, or it helps us to do that. I'm going to deal with my attachment issues, my forgiving people. I'm going to have to deal with my irritation. I'm going to have to deal with a lot of my addictions, right? And so hopefully this Ramadan helps me deal with all of that, because you have to pinpoint what you want to deal with, and hopefully after Ramadan I become a better person, and I've dealt, or I am better at dealing with these things, right? And so I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Go in the comment section, let me know, how do you guys deal with religion and your personal life? How do you deal with dating in your personal life? How do you deal with religion and dating? You know, do you subscribe to like religions? Are you just a believer? Do you know that there's a God out there and you believe in that? Or are you like a Christian, Muslim, Jew? You know, do you believe in your ancestors? Do you believe you can do both, believe in ancestors and religion? Do you believe that? You know, just let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's your favorite part-time YouTuber. Assalamu alaikum. I'm out.
I am also a human being. I know.